Hi, this is the box wooden that was sent to me, which had a paper covering on the outside of it. After I removed the paper covering, there were approximately 12 screws that I used to open up the case. Once the case was opened, this is how the interior was, pretty close. There was cardboard, and then bubble paper on top of this cardboard, and you can see the thin bubble paper. Put that down. Right there. And that is the way the cardboard was with this thin bubble paper. I subsequently opened up the further, and I removed the cardboard, and I started to remove the bubble paper. As you can see, my employee is doing that now. And if you look in the back, there's a chip right over there where his finger is. He's showing you the chip. That was, and I looked, and there were 3 pieces of that broken piece that are inside these pieces of tissue paper, because I put them in the paper so they wouldn't chip any further. Here's a close-up of one. So I never have removed the container, the ceramic from this container, because I wanted to show whoever responsible that the packing was so poor. So they have you can see a thin piece of bubble paper and the cardboard, but the man that made the wooden crate, which was this premier shipping man, never put any padding between the two. So basically, when it was shifted back and forth, it hit the edge of wood, and a piece broke off. So there are 3 pieces in the 3 tissues, which I did put there. And there's a second piece that he's showing you. I just wanted to keep them from getting deteriorating. So there are a few smaller chips as well. As you can see from this picture here, there's absolutely no protection between the cardboard box and the wooden crate. This should have been 2 or 3 centimeters bigger, filled with paper or with some kind of a protection, period. If there's anything else picture-wise that you need, I'll be glad to forward it to you. Also, while I'm leaving it stand here, the history was this was bought at Massol, M-A-S-S-O-L, auction for approximately, I have to look it up, but approximately 12,000 euros. Plus the shipping was done by Premier Shipping, which I'm going to send you their front page and the emails from this Alan Durain. And after I called them, when I opened up the box, they refused to acknowledge any fault. When the package was received 2 weeks ago on Friday, which will be when you are reading this, at my office in the front desk. It was carried to my private office as a doctor and placed in my private office. I have a lot of antiques here, as you can see from the pictures, and I'm a very big collector, and I like antiques. So everyone knows it was safely placed, the wooden crate, period. I did not open it till Tuesday at approximately 11 o'clock because it came Friday and I was not working in the office that day, and Monday I'm in a different location. So I came to this office, which is my main office, on Tuesday, and subsequently opened the box and saw that large piece of area that was broken off, period. Now, I called up Massol, and I spoke to Camille and the owner. You'll have to look on the website, and they'll tell you their name. It's a French name, Letigue, I think. They said they'd look into it. When I spoke to the man from Premier shipping and packing, he says, well, there's no insurance. No, he didn't say that. Excuse me. He said, we are not responsible because you received it on Friday and opened it on Monday. And that's when I wrote him a nasty letter, and I'm sending you copies of that. And I called up the owners of Misal, which is a family-owned business, and they said they would look into this, period. I have not heard back from them, and it's been a week. I have heard from other antique dealers that they're very slow in paying. Sometimes even there are people's merchandise that they sell. So the question is how I can go and either my three choices are getting my money back, which would be choice number one. Number two would be to return this and get a credit so I could buy something else for the same amount of money when I see it at auction. Or number three would be to get this is a series of 250. They could find another one and replace it with one that's not broken. Any of those three would be satisfactory to me. The fourth would be to repair it, which takes 75% of the value, and then get a credit for the difference. But I'd rather not do that because I don't really want broken items. So if you'll get the rest of the emails, and please advise me. Thank you. Sincerely, Neil Superfan.